Nicholas! Hi.
Hi. What inspires you to come see me?
You didn't invite me to dinner?
No, I was just about to go out for a ride before it got too dark. Yeah, that isn't to say that I'm not glad to see you.
But we've been set up, again.
I understand you're concerned for your family and your beautiful daughter, but you can't keep showing up here trying to run interference for Alcazar.
I want the fighting to stop.
So you're dragging your daughter into the middle of this? You know how dangerous this is? How do I know Alcazar's not using you as a diversion so he can make his move?
What will it take for you to believe me, to trust me?
I can't afford to trust you. There are too many lives at stake.
How long has Jason been gone?
Not that long.
Well, what if he starts bleeding? What if his wound reopens again?
He's determined to try and exonerate you. I guess you're just gonna have to trust that he won't push his limits.
How dare you try to explain Jason to me?
Search him. Cooperate. Shoot the girl.
Oh, that's so tough of you and manly and brave to threaten the girl. You guys are gonna be so sorry. Tell them they're sorry.
That's it?
That's it.
You didn't bring your gun.
Where's Spinelli?
Spinelli went straight to the cops, and they're gonna be coming back
Spinelli
here.
he's running scared. We don't know where he is. All right, he took off.
Well, I'm not taking any chances. You're both gonna disappear tonight.
Mike. Hey. Hey. Did Lulu call in sick today?
I haven't heard from her.
What does that mean? She just didn't show up?
No, that means it's not unusual. You know, she skips out on work quite a bit, and if her aunt didn't own this place, I gotta take care of these ladies.
Hey, Mike.
Hey.
Whoa. Why the long face?
Have you seen Lulu?
No. Why?
Because she disappeared yesterday and nobody's seen her since, and she's not picking up her cell phone.
Well, I wouldn't freak out. She's probably taking some time alone to deal with what happened to her mom. And not to mention, Luke took off again right when Lulu needs him, so...
Yeah, well, that's what Lucky said, but I don't know. I can't help thinking that she got herself involved in something dangerous.
Dangerous? All right, you need to tell me all about it.
Families are affected by this business no matter how hard you try to keep them safe.
That's why I'm trying to break the cycle of violence.
Yeah? Is that why you told Alcazar Jason was alive? Jason called his mother on Thanksgiving just to reassure her, and you were there with the Quartermains, the people who welcome you into their home, treat you like family, tell you secrets, and you betrayed them. And now, Alcazar has stepped up his search for Jason.
Lorenzo's in South America burying his son.
Yeah. That's an alibi.
He's paying a terrible price for the choices that he made.
Yeah, I'm sure he's gonna make a lot of other people pay. You are an intelligent woman. Why don't you understand that?
Just because you helped Jason,
I saved his life.
That's what you do for a living. It doesn't mean that you share some big, deep connection.
That's right. We had that before you came into the picture.
Really? Did you have that before you showed up at his doorstep for meaningless sex that night?
Oh, no, you don't get to decide what that night meant for us. Especially given what you were doing at the time. You know, Jason and I share a long history, whether you like it or not, and I care about him, and it concerns me that he continues to put his life on the line to save you from your own bad judgment.
No, Rick framed me. He set me up to get to Jason.
Well, then, if you knew that, why couldn't you just sit in jail for a couple more days and actually give Jason a chance to prove that you had been framed? No, instead you had to escape, which made Jason come after you, and now you're both targets. You know how dangerous Rick is, and yet you
Well,
played
at least
right
I
into his
didn't marry
hands.
him.
Oh. Well, I never said I didn't make mistakes. I just don't expect Jason to risk his life to clean them up.
No, you just want to be a part of his life, which is beyond pathetic since you're pregnant by Lucky, who, correct me if I'm wrong, happens to be your husband?
I wouldn't even have to be here right now if you weren't so incredibly selfish.
No, you do not get to make that
constantly put yourself in danger. So Jason has to come after you to prove he still loves you, even though you betrayed him.
It's a lot harder than it looks.
It doesn't help that you're drunk.
What was I supposed to do? Let them shoot Spinelli?
Is that what they told you?
Well, first they gave us a bottle, and it was like, okay, we'll drink this because we won't be so scared, and then maybe it won't hurt so much when they, you know. But then they got really rude about it, and I couldn't let them shoot Spinelli's brains out, so I drank it. But if I ever make it out of here alive, I will never, ever drink tequila again, ever. I need, like, scissors or a knife.
No. Don't bother. No.
No, it's no trouble. There's something sharp.
No. You don't need anything sharp, okay? It's a bad idea.
Hey, this is the only idea that I have, okay? I didn't ask to be here. I didn't even know it was Nelly. He's some kid that walks around the English department. And all I wanted was to... My mom lost her mind again. Did you know my mom? She started to get better. But what she did, she didn't do. And I promised that I would tell her that she's innocent and...
Okay, I need you to pay attention, okay?
Why are you being so mean to me when I'm trying to help?
Just sit down.
What kind of rescue is this anyway? You're supposed to be some sort of tough guy and you're sitting with your hands there.
I'm only here because someone heard you screaming because you tried to escape, right?
I tricked them and we almost made it out. But they brought us back.
Okay, you're gonna have to be faster this time, all right?
Excuse me, but one of us is tied up and does not look good, and one of us doesn't, so...
Okay, I want you to focus. Sit down. Listen to me. You're gonna have one shot to save your own life. Okay? When Alcazar's men come in, I'm gonna create a diversion, and I want you to run out of this warehouse and straight to the cops.
I am so sorry. I thought Alfred had given up his matchmaking habits.
Well, at least we know he's feeling better, right? And that things are getting back to normal. Alfred luring me out here under false pretenses, you apologizing for something that isn't even your fault.
Yeah. Today's different, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it would have been our second wedding anniversary.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you remembered with everything that happened with Laura.
Yeah, well, I think my mother would want me to remember this day instead of grieving for her.
I have such wonderful memories of that day. It was perfect.
Yeah.
You know, even with all the horrible things that were happening around us.
Yeah, me going off to prison.
That's all kind of faded with time, but I distinctly remember all of the smiles and the good wishes from our friends and family. You know?
Yeah.
Watching you put the ring on my finger saying your wedding vows.
Yeah. Yeah, I can still see you walking down that aisle at the Queen of Angels. You were beautiful. Yeah. That's the picture I'll always hold in my heart, anyway.
Yeah, it was a wonderful day.
Yeah.
So, consider the anniversary duly noted, and go take Sheba for a ride, and I'll tell Alfred that I won't be staying for dinner. Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
It's probably just jammed here.
this.
Alfred? Alfred!
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna hear you all the way out here.
He set this up. Promise me. He's out there to make sure it worked. Alfred, open the door immediately.
I think Alfred wins again. Definitely stranded.
Carly, this is Pete Marquez, Professor Marquez. This is Carly, Corinthos.
Thanks for
Pleasure
getting
to meet
here. You too. Thanks for getting here so soon.
Is this about Lulu?
Well, you tell us. Dylan said that you said she's gotten involved. And what?
Look, I've already done all I can for Lulu.
Okay, see, what the hell does that mean?
Okay, all right. Why don't we just calm down a minute here? I'm Lulu's cousin. Dylan's her stepbrother. Look, we're pretty concerned. We haven't seen her since yesterday. Can you please tell us what you know, and can you start from the beginning?
Corinthos, huh?
Yeah.
Are you related to Sonny Corinthos?
He's my ex-husband.
Well, I just told him all about Lulu, and he said he'd take care of it.
Sonny's involved.
Alcazar isn't some tragic hero who lost his son in the war. He's a gangster. He's an international arms dealer. People have to die in order for him to stay in business.
But Lorenzo loves his family. He wants the balance.
Why was Diego in the warehouse? Why wasn't Alcazar looking out for him?
Because Diego was trying to impress him.
Diego is collateral damage just like anybody else who gets in his way. Life is a commodity to Alcazar. He will kill anyone, blameless or innocent, to get what he wants. Excuse me, I got to get this. Can you? Yeah, absolutely. Hello.
Probably already know this, but Jason got a report of a woman screaming.
Okay, tell me he didn't go after him.
He did, and I haven't heard from him since.
You have any idea where he went?
Warehouse 22. Wait, you can't go after Jason.
This isn't your call.
Okay, then let me rephrase that. It would be really stupid of you to go after Jason. You had him bailed, remember? You know Rick is gonna think you're gonna lead him straight to Jason, so why don't you just do him a favor and stay away?
All right, Jason is in trouble, and I'm not gonna let him walk into this danger alone.
Okay, well then, why don't you just call Rick and have him come with you? Because I promise, he's watching you, even in stolen scrubs.
I know how to dodge a tail. Anyway, Jason's hurt, and he needs me.
I was really hoping you wouldn't be here.
Stand up.
He can't, he's hurt.
Stand up, or I shoot the girl.
Oh, here we go again.
Alcazar won't want forensic evidence on his property that connects him to Lulu's disappearance. You guys know that.
We'll wipe the place down. On your feet.
Please do what they say. I don't want to be forensic evidence. I can help you up.
Don't shoot!
Figured you needed some help.
Jason almost got me killed.
What the hell are you thinking?
Please say thank you.
Okay, if Sonny said that he's gonna make sure Lulu's okay, then he will.
I hope so.
You hope so? You hope so? Have you opened a newspaper lately? Maybe turn on the television? Are you aware that Diego Alcazar, another PCU student, just died in a warehouse shooting?
You need to stay out of that.
Well, I'm just trying to make sure that Lulu doesn't end up the same way.
You seem a little territorial about your stepsister.
Yes, I do care about Lulu. And it somewhat concerns me that you spend so much of your time making her life miserable. You are her English lit teacher, right? You're supposed to be teaching her English lit, not inviting her to plays or screaming at her about her writing or, God forbid, getting her involved in a mob war.
Okay, obviously Dylan's really concerned. If we hear anything about Lulu, we'll let you know, okay?
Thank you. I'd appreciate that.
Okay.
I bet you would. Can you believe that guy? I mean,
I can't believe you. What kind of mixed signals are you sending Lulu?
Excuse me, Jax, could I please speak with you for just a moment?
Sure, I got a couple of minutes. How can I help you?
Great. Dylan has a research project due, and it's about staging a hostile takeover. And, well, since you're an expert, I was hoping maybe you could give him a little insight onto how to do it.
Well, I'd be glad to help, but why are you doing Dylan's homework?
Okay, he doesn't know that I'm here. I've been really hard on him since he switched majors from film to business.
Oh, so you're trying to apologize?
Bingo. I was hoping to give him this research as a present to let him know that I still believe in him.
I can't believe that Alfred would strand us out here with no provisions.
Well, the whole thing's over the top, if you ask me, even for Alfred.
Yeah, which means that he probably went all out for dinner. Yep. There you go. Oh, that's funny. Oh my God.
I am impressed. Maybe Alfred can find a job as an event planner after I fire him.
Yeah, don't you even think about firing him. I'd much rather see what he packed us for dinner. Here.
Stay away from this door.
Carrot. Raspberries. Sauvignon Blanc. Grilled chicken. How did Alfred know how to pack all my favorites? Huh.
I say we get a little crazy and start with the creme brulee.
There's creme brulee in here? Hold on. Wait a second. How did you know that there was creme brulee in there?
I saw it in there.
Yeah, I guess that would be possible if you had X-ray vision, or if you told Alfred to be sure to include it. You planned this whole thing, didn't you?
You have absolutely no right to follow me here.
I don't want to follow you. Maybe I just stopped by to see Elizabeth. After all, she's still my wife, and she's pregnant with our child. What are you doing here? Why are you wearing scrubs?
It's a disguise, okay? I didn't want to get followed when I came to see Jason. Because you're helping him, aren't you?
It's true. It's true. I wanted to spend what would have been our second anniversary with you. So I asked Alfred to set it up.
So why didn't you just ask me?
Because I was afraid you'd say no.
Why aren't you in the main house looking after young Spencer?
Alfred, even nannies get to take a walk sometimes, and I'm sure I heard Nicholas calling for help.
It's only for dramatic effect. Mr. Cassadine requested I make arrangements to lock himself and Miss Quartermain in the tack room, along with a sturdy white wine and a lovely picnic dinner.
Why would he do that?
To commemorate their second wedding anniversary, he doesn't wish to be disturbed.
Alfred, Nicholas hates it when you play matchmaker.
It's clear you have far more than a professional interest in Mr. Cassadine. However, I doubt that will be a problem very much longer. He will almost certainly reunite with Miss Quartermain, and her first priority will be to find a nanny to replace you.
I was afraid that this day would bring up all the memories of what was wrong with us, all the mistakes we made.
Don't even think about that. Just think about Spencer and the possibility that those bad times made us both stronger. Maybe we had to go through all of that to get to where we are now.
And where are we now, exactly? Are we just friends, or are we more than that?
What do you want us to be?
A long time ago on Valentine's Day, we were driving in a blizzard, you remember? And we talked about the difference between friendship and love. And then we decided to be friends. It was It was easier. I don't know. Maybe it still is.
But what do you want?
These are some figures from a deal I did a few years ago from a takeover. It should be very helpful to Dylan.
Thank you. Thank you so much. This is exactly what he needs. I'll make sure he attributes everything. Don't worry.
I hope he appreciates what you're doing.
I think he'd like me better if I were dangling from a tree in the jungle or if I had mysteriously disappeared overnight.
Really? That doesn't seem like you.
It's not. I'm sorry. I'm actually describing Lulu Spencer, the drama queen of Port Charles.
Oh.
Yeah, she's always in some spectacular disaster, emotional or physical. Yeah, sometimes she gets herself into them. Sometimes they just happen, but Dylan is always just drawn in.
Yeah, the damsel in distress is pretty hard to resist.
So where does that leave the rest of us? The smart, steadfast people who know what we want to do. I'm so sorry. I don't mean to talk to you about my personal life, but I've noticed that people are always drawn to the people that are very worst for them.
Time-honored moth to the flame.
Here you go, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Nice and fresh.
Great.
Yeah, nice.
Lulu told me what happened this summer. She got pregnant because a condom failed, and then she took the blame for lying to get you to sleep with him.
She did lie.
You could have said no. You could have believed Georgie. I mean, she was your wife at the time, wasn't she?
Yeah, but Lulu...
And then
I
you
made
went on
convi-
sleeping with Lulu several more times. Then you finally went back to Georgie and you let Lulu take the blame for everything. So you pretty much skated through all of this.
She aborted my child, Carly. I wouldn't call that skating.
She had the abortion. You didn't. She fell in love. You didn't. She went through great lengths to be with you, and then she had to suffer the terrible consequences, didn't she? And you still blew her off.
It wasn't like that, okay?
You made it clear that you didn't love Lulu. So she made a very difficult decision to move on with her life. But how is she supposed to move on with her life when you're always around? I don't get it, Dylan. You want to be her big hero and be her big protector, but every time she turns around, you're proving to her how much you love Georgie. Now, that's not fair to Lulu, is it?
Look, I do care about Lulu, okay? I don't want her to get hurt again. But I'm sorry, I still love Georgie.
Look, I know what it's like to be in love with two people, okay? One person is loving and trustworthy and strong, and the other is wild and dangerous, and you want them both. So you make bargains with yourself, Dylan. You tell yourself that you're going to love one and like the other, and you tell yourself that you're going to trust one and be loyal to the other. But you're going to get real confused, and sooner or later, you're going to have to make a choice.
I'm sorry, are we still talking about me, or are we on to you?
Look, all I'm saying is you can love Lulu and you can love Georgie, but you cannot have them both. So have the decency to choose one.
Rick obviously thinks Jason is alive, or he would never have let me out on bail. And he's obviously injured. And he came here, didn't... Where are you keeping him? What are you doing with him? Come on, Elizabeth, it's okay to say something in front of Lucky. Maybe he'll agree to look away just this once. No, please, tell me where he is.
Elizabeth
Tell me where
has
you're
no
hiding him.
idea. There's no way she'd risk our child to help Jason.
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I'm scared, and I don't know where he is, and I don't know if he's okay, and I really did not mean to accuse you.
I understand. And I hope that whatever happened to Jason, that the both of you are okay. Sorry.
I'm sorry. I never should have dragged you into this.
I told you you'd be sorry. Make him sorry, okay?
Can you have your gun, please?
Why? What are you gonna do with
don't,
it?
you know what? Don't ever point a gun at anyone, especially when you're drunk, all right?
Oh, is that why she's acting like this?
Oh, I saved Jason's butt, and this is the things that I get? What is your deal?
Me? Oh, well, I mean, that is, You're...
He's fine. Okay, go help your brother, man. Go help, go, okay? Go help him.
Well, at least you're an equal opportunity jerk.
Okay, this is a difficult situation, and I'm sorry Alcazar had to involve you in this.
Well, he was after Spinelli. I was at the wrong place at the right time.
Spinelli took off as soon as I
the
showed
right
up.
place. Well, actually, I conked him on the head with a tequila bottle because I thought it was somebody else. But
Why'd you let her hit
know.
you over the head with a tequila bottle?
Well, I had an advantage because Jason's leg is bad and he can't walk.
Okay, the point is Spinelli took off and we need to go find him, okay?
Why are you so grumpy?
Okay, you know what?
Is this like a man thing? When a girl hits you on your hair, you get mad?
Can we finish this fascinating story a little later? Okay, right now we have to figure out what happened to Spinelli. Now, you were locked up with him, what, almost 24 hours? Do you have any idea where he might run?
As a matter of fact, I do.
I'm really sorry. I shouldn't have done this.
But you did.
Yeah.
You opened a door and now you can't walk through. So maybe you don't want what you think you wanted. And you know what? That's okay. So let's just finish the picnic and we'll wait for Alfred to come and get us, and then we can just forget that this ever happened.
I hurt you. I hurt you. That teenage girl I drove home in the snow, my friend, my lover, my wife. I made promises to you that I didn't keep. Why now? Do you think you can trust me? How could you ever risk believing in me again?
Because I love you.
I lied about coming to see you. I was actually following Sam.
Well, then shouldn't you be following her right now?
No, we got her double team. Don't worry. But when she showed up here, for a second, I thought she was actually coming to meet Jason.
You thought I was hiding him here?
No, I should have known better.
Well, I mean, it's okay. Sam thought the same thing. I have let him stay here in the past.
Yeah, but you wouldn't do that now. I know you. I mean, you wouldn't risk losing our child. I mean, helping Jason when he's a fugitive and every
I
cop
really
in
don't want to
town.
talk about Sam or Jason at all anymore, okay?
You sure about the name of the town?
I told you I'm not. What part of N-O don't you understand?
Lulu, you're still a little drunk, right?
Yeah, they made me drink, though. I swear I didn't.
Yeah. And that's, you know, I understand, and that's why it's probably hard for you to think, but we need your help right now.
Do you ever open up the moonroof and put your head out of it like in the movies? That would be really fun.
Okay, we'll do that some other time. We just need your help
well,
right now. Do you understand what
there
I'm
was
saying?
a time when I didn't think there would be another time, and I was really scared. But now I am safe, and I feel like I'm on top of a mountain.
Yeah.
And maybe that's why my dad goes on all these adventures. Because why would you want to take care of your kids when you can feel like this? I conquered danger, I fought bad guys, and I survived.
All right, okay. That's part adrenaline, part tequila, and that's gonna, you know, it feels good right now, but eventually you're gonna crash, and it's gonna be a rough landing.
I'm a Spencer, and I probably won't even notice.
And I'm sure your father's very proud of you right now.
Okay, can we just think? Can we just think about the town? Okay, what's the town called? Do you know?
I told you I don't know.
Well, think about it for a minute. What does it sound like?
Sounds like a tree.
What kind of tree?
Like elm. No.
Yeah.
No. Like oak something. Oak something.
Oak something, and that's in Tennessee.
Oak Ridge, Tennessee.
Wait. No. No. Ridge is like hill. This is like flat, like Oak Field, Oakville. What do you want? I don't know. Spinelli said he was going to his grandma's, and he showed me a picture. He said he was sorry.
Hold on. He showed you a picture? You saw a picture?
Yeah, it was a house and a tree. Whatever. Wait, that's my turn. That was Shoreline Drive. We're not going home.
Not yet.
Hey. Hi there.
Oh, hey.
Sorry I'm late. Hi. What did... Kelly's and I got caught up. Lulu's in some kind of trouble, so it took me longer to take care of all the mess.
She all right?
Yes, Sonny's taking care of it now, so you have my undivided attention.
Okay.
Okay.
My lawyers were asking about a prenup.
Wow. I haven't really considered that.
Well, I don't really care either way, so how do you feel?
Well, at one point, everyone in this town would have thought that I was just marrying you for your money, and I probably would have been.
Yeah, but now you don't have the hotel.
Yes, now I have my own money.
Right.
I don't know. I just feel like it's kind of jinxing us to plan what we're going to do if the marriage fails.
I agree.
But on the other hand, you know, maybe a prenup is great. It could be a safeguard for both of us.
Safety is important to you, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Is that why you're marrying me? Because you think that I'm safe?
Jax was very cool about the whole thing. Your professor is going to be amazed that you even know the guy, but if you incorporate the information into your report, I'm pretty sure you're going to get an A.
Oh, wow. This is serious. Thank you so much for thinking of this. It's so thoughtful of you.
Dylan, listen. I want you to know that I support you in whatever you're doing, and I think that...
What? Sorry. What were you were saying something?
No. Don't worry about it. It's fine. I can tell that you're still worried about Lulu.
How many stories is the house?
I don't know. One, maybe two.
What about, is there a porch?
I just glanced at the picture.
What about a fence?
There is a tree.
A tree. Okay, what was the name of the road? Do you remember
If
that at least?
Spinelli had told me the address, I would have remembered it, but all he said was his grandma lived in Oakville, Tennessee.
Oakfield, not Oakville.
Yes, Oakville, because there's only fields and there's only trees. I just remembered that part.
See how that works?
Yes, but it wasn't because of your interrogation technique.
Okay, you know what? I think it's time. You know, I'm gonna take you home. Okay, I'm gonna make you some dinner, and then you'll sober up. Can you take us home?
No, you know what? Take us to the truck yard.
Why the
instead,
truck yard?
Because we're gonna pick up a car. Lulu and I are going to Oakfield, Tennessee.
I'm not going anywhere with you.
Whatever happened, it's been cleaned up by professionals.
What are you doing here?
We got an anonymous call about 2 people being held prisoner. Some kid who was terrified. Got all garbled up, made no sense. I came to check it out. What's your excuse?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
I've been locked up for days. I just, you know, I wanted to stretch my legs and take a walk.
Yeah, and the only place you could think of to go was Lorenzo Alcazar's warehouse. And hospital scrubs. See, it's a good thing you weren't looking for Jason, because the cops who were tailing you would have found him too.
Sorry, I just get hormonal sometimes.
No, it's just those hormones are kicking in because of our child. I have no complaints at all. I just wish my mom could be here when our baby's born.
Yeah, I know. It's got to be a really difficult time for you right now.
Well, my mom, she said not to be sad for her. I just wish I could do something.
Well, you can keep loving her and just know no matter where she is, she can feel your love.
You know, my mom always wanted us to be together, to have a family. Well, when our baby's born, if it's a girl, I'd like to name her Laura. Would that be all right with you?
I love you, Nicholas. Not some boy I had a crush on in high school or some prince of my dreams. I grew up and I realized that you're no more perfect than I am. But real love doesn't need perfection, thank God. Real love needs trust and faith and forgiveness. I forgave you a long time ago. I wish you could do the same.
But I failed you. I failed you.
And you hate to fail. It's unacceptable.
No. What's unacceptable is spending the rest of my life pretending that you're just my friend. God, I love you. And I never stopped loving you.